Sideshow Pro. It's only 2 days away. Well, welcome to planetofstorms.com. I know I owe you guys a lot. I owe you guys more information on the show. And what I'm thinking right now, at this moment, I'm going to call Jimmy Clydesdale, Mr. Clydesdale. I know he's a busy man. Hopefully he's available, because right now we got to get more information. It's only 2 days away, Bridgeton, New Jersey. Okay, here it goes. Let me call the number. I know he's a busy man. I'm not sure if he's even going to answer. Now put on speakerphone so you can hear what's going on.
Good afternoon, Clydesdale's Enterprise.
Yes, could I speak to Mr. Clydesdale?
Who's calling, please?
This is Donald Scottigi of planetofstorms.com.
One moment, sir.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Clydesdale. This is Donald Tigi of planetofstorms.com.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Fine, fine. I want to be quick. I want to be brief. I know you're a busy man. Sideshow Pro is only 2 days away, and I owe my audience more information on the card.
All right. I'll see what I can do for you. What's going on?
Well, tell me something. Can you tell me something about the tag team match? It's Nick Arcade and Xerox versus the tag team of Steel Dragon.
You know what? That's going to be a very high-flying, good match. These are both great teams that are going to be, duking it out to, hopefully soon we're going to be having tag team championships in Sideshow Pro. So this is just the beginning of a great tag team division that's going to be happening in Sideshow Pro. So, I mean, the best I can tell you about these guys is that they're very high competitors and they know what they're doing and they're out there, tooth and nail every night trying to perform for the people out there. So that's why I booked them for the show, and I think they're going to be outstanding and the crowd's going to love it.
Wow, it sounds awesome. So we're going to be seeing a lot of good tag team action in the future as well.
Yes, yep. I'm looking more into that and trying to look for the best talent out there to book for Sideshow Pro in the future.
I know you do. I know you do, Mr. Clydesdale. One more match here. Ty Hagen versus Alex Payne, the American Psycho. What can you tell me about that?
Well, Ty Higgins is actually making his debut. It's going to be his first match in Sideshow Pro. He's a big name on the indie circuit, working, in Pennsylvania, down in West Virginia, Pittsburgh, everywhere you pretty much can imagine. He's a very good competitor, very hardworking. He's very tough as it is, and he's going to be going against Alex Payne, and it's going to be a tooth and nail fight. So it's going to be one of those grudge matches that I'm sure that they're going to be competing once again after this match. So.
Well, I know Ty Hagen's highly skilled athlete in the ring, but he's going up against the American Psycho, Alex Payne. I'm really concerned for his well-being.
Yeah, I am a little bit, but Ty is a very tough competitor. He likes to duke it out, but Alex Payne at the same time can, as soon as that bell rings, he's a different kind of person, and it kind of scares me a little bit, but at the same time, I want to give the audience, the best talent out there and the best entertainment out there at the same time. So.
Okay, well, that's a lot of information there for our audience. Awesome. Another match I'd like to talk about is Niles Young versus Johnny Calzone.
Yeah, well, Johnny Calzone, people should know him from, working the indie circuit. He's worked at Jakara, and he's worked a number of times for Force One. In fact, that's where he got started, was at Force One Pro. And he was the heavyweight champion there twice. And, he's a great competitor and outstanding character also in the ring. He likes to have a good time, but at the same time, he's a fierce competitor. Then you got Niles Young, and now this is not the first time that these guys have competed, so it's going to be a grudge match. That you can guarantee that. Niles Young, he likes to cheat, so I'll be, by ringside to watch that match and make sure, it gets called down the middle and he doesn't try to cheat his way to another victory like he always does.
Well, it looks like a match between Power and well, the greasy one, Niles Young.
Yeah, you know what? That you hit it right on the head, right with that one. So.
Well, another match is Ryan Slater versus John Dahmer. What can you tell us?
John Dahmer, well, like we had on our interview before, he's a veteran. He's been on the indie circuit, wrestled pretty much everywhere that you can probably imagine. He's a fierce competitor, and I say that about a lot of my workers is because I only like to book guys that I know are going to work the hardest and give it all when they get out there. And John Dahmer is at the top of my list of those guys. He's a great guy, good friend of mine, a fierce competitor. And like I said, he's a veteran and he knows what he's doing. So, he's going to have he's going to have his hands full a little bit. But it's going to be a fierce competitor match. So.
Well, how about Ryan Slater? He's a pretty wild one.
Yeah, him and Joe Gacy used to be a tag team. In fact, they still tag on occasion as the Runaways. Number of time tag team champions in different promotions. They were former Force One tag team champions. Ryan Slater is not just a fantastic tag team worker, but he's also a great one-on-one competitor. He's a little sneaky here and there, but he's one tough SOB, put it that way. He might be not the biggest guy, but he puts up one tough of a fight.
No doubt about it. Wow. Well, his partner, Joe Gacy, is going up against Ophidian.
Yeah, that's pretty much the biggest match I'm looking forward to be honest with you. Joe is one of the most fierce competitors I know out there. He, like I said before, he wrestled all over the place. His name is getting bigger and bigger on the indie circuit everywhere. But he also has a bit of an attitude problem. I know at the last show, I don't know if you were able to make it or not, but me and him kind of butted heads in the beginning of the show when I made the match between him and John Dahmer. So he kind of has an attitude problem, so I had to put him in line a few times. And I figured bringing in Ophidian would, try to put him in line and tell him, he's not the boss, I am. So.
Wow. Well, that's quite a lineup there. I hear also that maybe, possibly, Eric C. Jones might be on the card.
I talked to Eric, and, I negotiated with him on what he could do and so forth, and he may be there, he may not be there. I don't want to give away too much, but let me just tell you this. If he's there, it's going to be quite interesting if he's there.
No doubt about it. Oh, man. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Clydesdale. Thanks for all the information, and fans, be sure to get out to Sideshow Pro this Saturday night, October 20th, at the Starbound Gymnastics Academy in Bridgeton, New Jersey.
Yeah, you got it.
Well, thank you, Mr. Clydesdale.
Thank you so much, and I hope to see you there Saturday.
Yep. And until next time, folks, that's it for PlanetOfStorms.com.